Well, now, on this video, I'm gonna try the best as I can, and guess what I'm gonna share with you? 6 ways on how you can make as little as 1,500 each and every day. That's like $15 each or something of sort. I believe that may not solve all your problem, but at least it will be a money that can help you in one way or the other. For God's sake, like that, that's like 45,000 in a month or something of sort. Anyway, see, I've gathered some information here and there. And by the way, what I want us to do is to capitalize what is happening right now. I'm making this video in November of around 2024, and this is actually, we're heading over to the holiday season and what have you. And we can take advantage and we can make some cash. Each and every time, I always tell you, it's an opportunity to make some dough. All right. This is good, Joseph, in case you're watching me for the first time, and I make videos in this kind, how to make some money there, huge chunk there, be able to invest there. I'm also an investor myself, so I don't just talk. I've also invested in one thing or the other. So that's why I gather the substance information I share with you. If you don't want to be sort of a good video, go ahead and like the video. Make sure that you subscribe and you leave a comment on the comment section. Anyway, let's get into the business now. See, the target is to make as little as 1,500. At times, that can be much. It depends on who you ask. The question is this. Before I even tell you, see, I've written down all the ways on how you can make that money. But before I even read all these points, let me just make this very simple for you. I always tell you one thing. If you want to make a target of a certain amount of money, for instance, for our case is 1,500. You can simply look for something that you can sell as little as 150 shilling, and then look for 10 people, then you have yourself 1,500. Or you can decide, look for 100 people, look for only 100 people, you sell something that is worth 15 shilling, and then you have yourself 1,500. Or maybe you can just sell something for, let's say, 100 shilling, and you look for 15 people, and there you are, you have yourself 1,500. It depends. So you move around depending on how much you can be able to raise. Are you able to get 100 people to buy you something that you sell 15 shilling? Go ahead and look for something you can sell for 15 shilling. Are you able to sell something for 150 shilling and you sell it to 15 people? Go ahead and do so. If you're able to, you get what I'm saying, you'd be able to move around with that, what is working for you, and then you can be able to do something. Anyway, that is more theoretical. Okay, let's get practical. So if you go practical, right now where I live, literally where I live, literally less than 500 meters, there is a lady right now, as the schools are closed, she's running a daycare. First of all, she's an ECD teacher. In Kenya, ECD, these are teachers who teach these kindergarten schools, kindergarten levels. I don't know how you call them in your country. Here we come, let's talk of nursery or kindergarten, the play group and what have you. That's what she does. And wherever she closes the school, of course, she gathers, by the way, she has a connection with parents that she teaches the students or the kids or the pupils or something of sort. Right now, as we speak, she actually invited me for a financial talk, and guess what, she had at least is around 15 children that she was taking care of. By the way, not from a place where she has rented, no, just from her own home. She has actually gotten all the chairs, I don't know, in one bedroom, and then in the sitting room she has a carpet covering the entire space, and she has a very big TV there hung somewhere or mounted somewhere, and then she's taking care. And of course, she has employed one lady, so there are two ladies taking care of all those kids. And guess how much she's charging per day? Just 150 shilling, only just 150 shilling, and she's getting all those. You can just imagine, do the mathematics and realize how much she's making. And then of course she's paying that lady, and you can just imagine, they are on holiday, she's a teacher, and right now she's making some extra cash. Take advantage of that opportunity. And I always tell people, if you want to make some cash extra, don't think far from what you do each and every day. If you are a teacher, think of something that you can be able to do. For her, she used her own home, she's actually have some daycare somewhere, she's actually being paid 150 shilling multiplied by 15. You can do the mathematics. She's paying that teacher, and of course that money caters for her preparing the porridge. And I mean, it's quite amazing of whatever she's doing. And if that she's gonna get that gig, they say, for the next 2 months, I mean, that's a very good and nice cash that you can be able to do it. I'm not telling everyone here be a daycare. Anyway, we have other options. If the daycare is not fitting you, other options here can actually fit you. Okay, for those who can take daycare, for those who are relevant with that, they can actually pick that. Some of you guys inbox me or say in the comment section, hey Joseph, I'm a stay-at-home mom, what can I do? I want to make some few coins. You're very good at, you yourself, you already have your own kid. How about you look for other kids for the parents, those who go for work, they are busy and what have you. Take some cash or maybe take care of them, and then of course they'll pay you out of that what you're doing. Anyway, let me just go to the next point for the sake of those who cannot do daycare. We go to the next one. There's something called partnering with Airbnb. And by the way, this is what I'm doing right now as we speak. Right now, me, I'm not giving you the theory things, yeah? That's why I said this is more practical than it is theory. Right now, I'm connecting with these two people. One, I'm connecting with people who are doing these safari drives. I'm connecting with these people who go for road trips and what have you. They have these touristic vans. You see those touristic vans and what have you. I've already connected with one, two. I'm connecting with one who has Airbnbs and what have you, especially from the coastal region and what have you. I'm connecting so that at least I may be able to sell those services because, I love sales. I love selling. So I can be able to sell. I do not have those Airbnbs myself. So what I do, I have the platform and social media and what have you, and I can talk to people. Therefore, what you can do as well, look for those guys who are doing that. And of course, you can go to TikTok. TikTok, making a video, just need a phone, boom, you get yourself some information out there. Partner with those people. Let's say the house, maybe the room there costs, say, 3,500. The 500 is yours. The 3,000, you give it back to the guy. Okay, that is exactly how we do it. The Airbnbs, we have the listed and unlisted Airbnbs. It depends on how you would like to run your business, and you can be able to make something here and there. For example, I'm partnering with that individual who has those vans and whatever. Maybe let's say they are charging 2,000 per individual, and then my price there, maybe let's say it's 1,700 or 15 or whatever the thing we're gonna agree. I cannot reveal that number. Of course, I make something out of it. I mean, it's all about being fair to whoever is consuming and also whoever has that particular product or commodity or whatever that thing it is, and also bringing your question in board, and also you can be able to make some cash. Especially in this holidaying season, you can actually organize, maybe you can say a family of 4, a family of 6, a family of 10, a family of 2, maybe a single individual or something of sort. You can actually prepare for all that package. This is now the time for those people who do those tours and what have you. They can actually make some cash, and you don't have to really be an individual who owns all these things. You just need to place yourself somewhere, know somebody who has it and know somebody who needs them, and of course you connect the two and you get the money. It's as simple as that. That's how we do it. And by the way, I'm not saying, when I say it's simple as that, I don't mean like you just open and boom, you get. No, anything it requires you put some effort out there. And that's why some of you will say it on the comment section, Joseph, why aren't you doing them? Is they are great? Or Joseph, it's easier said than done. You wanted it to be easier done than said. If it's that, then everybody will be wealthy. Number 3, sell exotic food. This or we also call them the preventive medicine. There are these things that are actually coming up. I don't know whether you guys are seeing it. By the way, I have them. Selling like the fermented cabbage for the purposes of healing of the gut, the kefir, selling of the tallow, lard, those exotic things, mushrooms and whatever. These are things that have not yet penetrated yet in our market. But the people actually, for those who know their importance, especially those people with what we call them, especially these people with, what we call the medical background, and they understand the health or the nutrition background and something of sort. They understand the importance of these things. So you can actually get into this business, okay? You can actually sell this like the fermented cabbage. We call it sauerkraut or something of sort. You can sell the tallow, the lard. Tallow is the fat that's actually been rendered from from beef and what have you. The lard is from the goats and sheep and whatever. And of course, you can sell those exotic foods. These are things that you can actually sell to people, and you can make some cash here and there. All right, we go to the next one. This one is quite funny. Personally, I don't know why. Personally, I love it, and I love being fun and love making fun and all those kind of things. There's something called mascot or clown. Mascot is these people who you can dress. I don't know the people. Mascot is this thing that if you have ever gone to, say, where kids are being entertained, you find somebody has put on something looks like a rabbit and then entertaining people. We call them mascot or clowns. Yeah, you can actually buy those things and you can be able to entertain kids. You can even go to a place where, let's say, where people they have entertainment. You can pay a fee depending on how you agree with that individual there, and then you can entertain kids. You can even buy these mascots if you have the ability to, and of course you can list them out. You can actually pay. I saw somebody selling. The reason why I'm telling you, of course, I must have done research and I've seen people doing this. You find somebody is actually selling a mascot for a family, a father and the mother and the kid or the kids or or whatever. And then you, because they don't want to be with that thing like forever, because obviously if you get used by one mascot, of course, it's no longer entertaining. But when you can get several different types and what have you, you can actually do something. So anyway, you just rent them. Maybe they want to go for entertainment, or maybe the dad just want to buy the mascot. I know this sounds funny, but it makes some cash, guys. Let me tell you one thing. Those things, by the way, I don't know whether you know this. Some of the things that make money, it does not require a lot of brain, does not require a lot of you thinking, being smart and what have you. You can just do as little thing and you're good to go. And you're there making some cash. By the way, I don't know whether you know this. There is somebody in Nairobi has a room, that is funny, has a room, yeah? And this guy is doing it in a very funny way, that this room has a broken TVs, but doesn't look like it's broken, but it's broken, has some couches and whatever and whatever. And then you see there's these people who has a lot of anger and anxiety and whatever. And then have you ever been in your house and you feel so angry, you feel like you just want to smash that phone, or you feel like you can hammer that television or something of sort. So they actually give you that opportunity to do that. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but you get in that room with Martok, you get that room with whatever the thing it is, with a mate, whatever. You just hit anything and everything that is in that particular place, and then you get off that anger and you're making some. And the dude is actually renting that. But I mean, yo, it's crazy, it's funny, I know, but people are making money out of that, because making cash does not really require you to be like, yeah, a genius, an alpha male or an alpha female if they exist or something also. So I really hope I'm making sense, Aki, because I don't want to put something here and people will be like, Joseph, you're not making sense on your thing. People are making some cash on this mascot. By the way, I also saw some people of which you can still do. People, do you know toys? Baby toys. A child can cry for a toy, like, let's say you're in a mall, that kid can cry for that toy and you feel like you can even pass out. The moment you buy that toy, the next few or 4 hours, or maybe let's say a day or two, the kid is bored. So there's somebody who's actually doing it differently. They actually, instead of buying the toys, they're actually renting the toys. So if the kid get bored by that, then you can get the other one, you can get the other one, you return the other one, you get da 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 da. It's quite interesting, by the way, and that's so fun. And you can actually be buying toys. You can actually subscribe to that particular place, go get those toys. Wow, it's amazing. I'm just trying to show you some other world, the other side of the world, that you can be able to make some cash out of it. The other thing is that learning a new high demand skills. There are these skills that they are not infiltrated in our community very much. I was somewhere, I didn't try it, I have to be sincere, I didn't try it, but I know somebody who is doing waxing. There's something that they smear on your face and then they're like, they remove, like, it's yeah, there is a bit tingling, there's a tingling feeling or something, but it is quite of an amazing thing, especially those people. There are people who are so hairy, and which is, anyway, we cannot find somebody that has a lot of, I don't know that I can call them here. Let me just call them here anyway. Like, English is my third language. I understand 3 languages anyway. Now, that's why I say Africans are genius. Now, you just smear that thing and then they pull it, then they get that thing. Some of them, they put it in their mouth and then you're those things, those waxy things, those are, and you don't have to rent a place, you don't have to sort of, I mean, you can just be hygienic, and of course you can actually move from place to place. I saw even some people who are actually removing wax from the ears of the people, and then they just come to your place. I don't know, they do what, they remove it in a very professional way, such that instead of the way we do it in a crooked way with anything that we get on the road, and we are, no, they're just doing it. And of course, maybe they charge you 200, 300, 400, whatever it is. And of course, there you are. For example, nowadays, we do have mobile people in Kenya. I've seen them severally. I mean, you guys, you can attest to this. They move with a box, something of sort. They're not waiting the customers or clients to come, especially the ladies. In Africa, they are mostly known to be the ones who are doing that, applying the pedicure. I don't know whether this is the pedicure or the manicure, whatever it is, guys. So they're actually working with those things. You can actually work with your tools, make sure that you have all the sanitation that is required. What do we call it? You can be able to, I forgot the name. This, make sure that they don't have bacteria or something. I forgot the name anyway. Now you can actually offer those services and you can make some cash as you move along the way. Now the last but not the least is actually selling bites and delicacies. In Kenya, there's something called smocha. I have to admit, I do grab that thing sometimes when I move in town and what have you. Yeah, as much as they are roadside, they are street food, I just love them. Yeah, I can't just get full of although nowadays I'm trying to avoid taking off wheat and what have you for to undertake them. And of course, but the point is, you can actually sell those. Somebody is actually somebody who came up with this much. I think it wasn't there, but then when I was growing up, it wasn't there. There was a time I was actually in Uganda, and I realized there's something called Rolex. We still don't even have that thing there. I think we do, but it's not that popular. So you can actually get, by the way, I love watching food programs. You can actually learn something and you can make a business out of it. So what am I saying there? There are a variety of things that you can be able to do. I'm pretty sure I've not exhausted all the potentials that can generate you 1500, but I've just tried to open your mind, especially this particular session or season is a holiday one, and you can be able to make some cash out of it. So anyway, those are it. That is it. 5-6 option or 6 ways on how you can be able to make that amount of money. And by the way, guess what? You say this is even the language of minimums. For example, those who are doing waxings, the massaging, those who are doing these delicacies and what have you, we have done a very simple mathematics with you for those who are doing the daycare like that lady, and she's getting quite a good amount of money, even way far from 1500. It's all about leveraging on that what you have to make more of it. Anyway, this is good, Joseph. As always, I try the best as I can to make sure that I keep you updated on what areas you can be able to do as far as making some cash is concerned, saving that money, budgeting it, investing it, and expounding yourself. That is it. I'm not claiming I'm perfect on that, and I've said two things I'm doing them. I'm actually doing what we call the partnering with these guys particularly I'm on the second one, with the Airbnb and whatever, and the touristic and whatever, having fun road trips. I love doing those. I think this is because I love road trips. Yeah, I love them. So I'm actually in this one. So don't say, hey Joseph, why aren't you doing them and what have you? I am already doing the second one. So it depends on which one you feel like it's comfortable with you. And that is it for now. It's a goodbye. Don't forget, if you'd like professional services, if you'd like to get anything related to booklet about investments, you can always shoot me a call and we can talk business. For now, it's a goodbye and see you in the next one.